Day of 2021. Let's go one more time. So here we are. One of my best friends in the whole world is it's I guess two of them. One's a woman, one's a man. They're married, but they're about to have a baby this morning. So nothing would be more disruptive than having a baby during my morning show. So let's get into some stuff. You know what I decided? So I was sitting there this morning and I texted Nicole and her brother and I said, you know what I need to do? What I should have done this year, but what I'll do next year, because the world's only going to get crazier. I go through the news every morning and I pull about 15 articles and I highlight through them. And then after I do that, I decide, okay, which ones do I want to bring onto the show? And I talk about them. Sometimes I put in there serious articles. Sometimes I put in there stupid articles. And sometimes I put in there the most absurd articles, as you know, because you guys have been watching for a very long time. Hold on a second. Let me adjust my feet thing. There we go. My foot pedestal thing was messed up. Anyways, so what I need to do is pull out, I got to make a folder and start putting in the most ridiculous articles of the year. So I'm going to put in the most ridiculous and stupid articles of 2022. And then in the last week of next year, we're going to go through it and we're going to just look back at how absurd things were and how absurd the media is and how absurd these analysts are and these dumb stories. And I think that'll be a lot of fun because I love reading the news every day. I don't, but I do, because it's just so crazy. I mean, people are just off their damn rockers, and if you don't laugh, you're going to cry or jump in front of a bridge. I mean, a bus. Okay. S&P's down this morning. That's sad. Let's see what we have going on. Let's start with the cancellation stuff. So more than 1,300 Alibaba to the moon. Oh, gross. Somebody just said, now I got pregnant Kathy Wood on my mind. Oh, you nasty thing. Airlines canceled more than 1,300 flights. So I'm going to be flying tomorrow. So I wanted to place bets this morning with those that I'm traveling with to see what's going to happen. More than 1,300 flights have been scrubbed on late Thursday, with about half as many already canceled for Friday and Saturday each. increasing number of agency employees testing positive for COVID-19 along with the rest of the population. To maintain safety, traffic volume at some facilities could be reduced, which might result in periods of delay. So, guys, tell me, what's your have you guys been delayed at all? There's a lot of people traveling. There's a lot of people not traveling. Pick up the foot. The foot pedestal is not an actual foot pedestal. It's like one of those squishy things that you stand on in front of the sink, but it lifts me up like maybe a half an inch. So it's weird because if I come in here with shoes, I end up here. But sometimes it slips. New York-based airline, let's see, what was this? Is this JetBlue? Yeah, JetBlue. So JetBlue canceled the most flights. United canceled 9% of its flights on Thursday. Delta canceled 6%. But then you come down here, Southwest only canceled 20 flights yesterday, and American Airlines only canceled 7 flights yesterday. So we'll see. And then, of course, this 5G concern. So they're going to turn on 5G in this country on Wednesday, January 5th. So that's going to be interesting. And if you guys remember back, the FAA said that they don't want that turned on because they think that you're going to have issues as far as the flight patterns are going to get messed up because of whatever they're doing. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go next? Yeah, let's just go here. No, I don't want to do this one yet. I want to wait for a little bit. Furniture giant IKEA raises prices as supply chain woes persist. So IKEA was notorious for not increasing. They went nuts. So in the beginning, what did they do? They said they were previously leasing more ships, buying containers, rerouting, doing everything that they could to mitigate the supply chain issues and delivery issues and everything. And now, sadly, they cannot even withstand the issue. So here we go. Increasing prices across the board by about 9% due to transport and raw material stuff. So your IKEA stuff is going up 9%. I commend them for trying, but the machine and the beast is too big. All right, people are talking about 5G right now, and I'd like to dabble in on the conversation. 5G is such a scam. 5G anyways, 5G. So here's my thought on 5G. 5G, if you want to talk about it on the level that they were saying. So the way that 5G was first presented was 5G is going to be close to as fast as fiber, but it's going to be done through the air, and it's going to be global. It's not just going to be in the United States, it's going to be global. So basically what they were saying is, from a United States standpoint, if you're in Cleveland, like me, and you need to have a very specific surgery, and that best surgeon in the world is in California, that California surgeon will be able to operate me while I'm laying on a hospital bed in Cleveland through the speed of 5G. That's BS. There's no chance that's happening. I shouldn't say that. There's no chance that's happening soon, which they're going on. The only thing that 5G is going to do is turn into a mobile phone, new 4G LTE, a little bit faster, something like that. Also, I lived in Aruba for a year. They barely have 3G down there. You ain't getting 5G down there in Aruba. I was over in Bahrain for a couple of months. You ain't getting 5G over in Bahrain. And Bahrain is a very advanced Middle Eastern GCC country. So, listen, this 5G thing that they're trying to shove, that they're trying to say that all these companies like Ericsson and Nokia and Skyworks and this and that, it ain't gonna happen in the format they're talking about. Not in the immediate future. Anyways, did you buy your kid a VR headset from Facebook? You might end up regretting it. This is epic. This story is incredible to me. Okay. So, Oculus Quest 2, it doesn't come with the option to turn on parental controls and let responsible adults block 18 plus content and other materials from your kids. So this story was news to me. I thought the metaverse was you go there and you play games. I have one of these things. I box and I block hockey shots on some hockey game. That's it. I didn't realize that you could like go and this thing is dealing with like perverts and stuff. I had no idea. This is all news to me. So, it doesn't include child safety features. Experts are worried about the effects of VR on kids' eyes, although there's no data for this. That makes sense. Meta said that they will, in terms of service, they do not allow children of under the age of 13 to create accounts. Listen to this. Here's the dark side. The Center for Countering Digital Hate. What country we live in. One clip from the Center for Countering Digital Hate features a user playing, recording, praising child abuse, while another one is showing, joking about being a convicted sex offender with a minor present. The organization says VR headsets are not safe for kids regardless of absence of parental controls. Imran Ahmed, chief executive from the Center for Countering Digital Hate, said the Metaverse is a haven for hate, pornography, and child grooming. Connects users not just to each other, but to an array of predators. What the hell is going on? I literally thought this was a video game. I didn't think that this was what I'm reading right now. So if you want to, PSA announcement for your kids. There's sex offenders and child rapists out there that are trying to attack your children in a 3D world. So goodness gracious, what is going on? Everything that I read, see, that's one of those stories that needs to go in the insane pile. And then we'll come back to it in 12 months and we'll look and go, what in the world was going on? Anyways, porn is the most innovative and disruptive industry. Well, whatever you say. Exxon Mobil says that higher gas prices boost profits as much as $1.1 billion. Exxon Mobil said Thursday it expects higher gas prices, which will add $700 million to $1.1 billion in the fourth quarter as compared to the third quarter, although changes in chemical margins will have a negative impact of $600 million to $800 million. So guys, pay attention to oil going into the next year. I think it's going to be interesting. I think you're going to get a big run in oil at some point. Warren Buffett tells Bernie Sanders to go pound sand. Warren Buffett is not going to get involved in a labor dispute at a company that he owns, despite the request from the esteemed Senator Bernie Sanders. Sanders, I am personally requesting that you intervene in negotiations between Steelworkers Local 40 and Precision Cast Parts to make sure that the workers are treated with dignity and respect and receive fair contract that rewards their true hard work and sacrifices made. Buffett said, Berkshire's companies deal with the labor and personal decisions individually. Businesses are managed on a unusually decentralized basis. And then Sanders got mad about that. That guy is so angry. But anyways, Buff Daddy says that ain't happening. Well, here we go. You know how I know digital currency is going to work? 2 reasons. The roaring and global leading economies of El Salvador and Mexico are going to be the ones that are going to be going in and taking the reins on the digital currencies of the day. And that's how we know. El Salvador and Mexico lead the world, please. Mexico's central bank will have its own digital currency in circulation by 2024 as a part to boost efforts of financial inclusion. These new technologies, and this is from the federal government, these new technologies and new generation payments infrastructure are extremely important. Central banks will develop similar cryptocurrencies to Bitcoin. Banxico, the central bank, laid out a plan of digital currency. It's on their website. So if you want to, go to banxico.mexico.com and .gov and .org, and you will be able to see the plan going forward. So disruption. Here we go. Last story. My favorite story. Before Christmas, I had a little bit of a breakout session in the Bid and Ask Nation, and I said, guys, I gotta talk to everybody. So we probably had like 30 or 40 people in this conversation. I decided, I was like, guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of my CCL. What are your thoughts? And I listed tons of reasons why I think I should get rid of them. And I said the CDC is going to come out and they're going to ban cruises again. They're going to say people should not go on cruises anymore, and this is just going to continue on and on and on and on and on, and it's not going to stop. Omicron is not the last one. Boom! Last night, CDC says people should avoid cruise travel regardless of vaccination status. So there it is. Take this, couple it with the debt that they're taking on, couple it with the share dilution that they're doing, couple it with the ongoing whatever this is. And there was one more thing that I had. They need to get back to not only full capacity on ships, full capacity on ships at full prices, back what it was in 2019 and prior. So cruises, in my opinion, out of favor. I worry about the cruise lines. I'm not kidding right now. I worry about the cruise lines. So the Center for Disease Control and Prevention said Thursday that it advised people against going on cruises regardless of vaccination status after a recent surge in positive cases on board ships. Let's see here. Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Carnival fell. I wanted to see what was going on. There's more. CDC tested. Oh, here we go. The CDC also said people who go on cruise ships should get tested 1 to 3 days before. I got a gripe with that. Came from the mouth of Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer got COVID-19, the Omicron, and what he did is he had to go to an event. He got tested 6 hours before going to that event, if I'm not mistaken. And within the 6 hours before the event, he got Omicron and went there, and that was it. So I don't even think that these tests, if you're gonna go for it, go for it. I mean, the tests are not proving to be, just because the virus is so contagious. Brian Salerno with Cruise Line International said that he was frustrated by the CDC's decision, and people are not happy with it. So that's it. I don't know what to tell you. You guys let me know. CCL is going broke. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not against buying CCL again, but I think that CCL might be at the price right now. They might be at the price that they're worth. I have no idea, because my price wasn't much higher. It was about, I guess it was 30% higher, but my price is about $30 a share. I exited half my position at 32 in the summer, and I exited the rest of it at dead break even. Actually, I made 1 cent the other day. So that's that. Okay, let's see what futures are doing. Futures are down. Yields are ticking up. They're up over 1.5% to end the year. If you want to join the software, you get 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio, exclusive content. Click join EM. With the EM, you get the chat that is on the phone. Also, for that $30, for that all that stuff that I just read off to you, $30 a month gets you access to that. $80 a month if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation. More exclusive tier, you get access to my Trading 101 series, which is all rules that you need to be successful in trading. Employed Trader series, which is definitely going to pick up next year. Guys, last week of the year, no volume in the market, and I'll just show you on the S&P chart. And I don't like trading then. My monthly seminars, I'll do one from Mexico for you guys, and that's on Saturday. And then I'll probably do it. I won't do it tomorrow. I'll probably do it the following Saturday. So I'm going to be in Mexico, and that's when I'll do it. And then this is no more. And if you want to do a one-on-one trading session with me, I did one with Marco the other day. That was great. And he sent me his pizza. Awesome. And I guess the $10,000 session is sold out. Somebody took it, and that is that. All right, send me some stocks. We'll go over them. And so can anyone watch this random YouTubes, or do you have to be a member? Nope. You can watch. The morning show is free to anybody, my friend. This is public, but if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, come on in. I'd be happy to have you. Your decision on CCL makes sense. You won't hold Disney because of parks shut down. Why hold CCL? Yep, Andrew, you're absolutely right. I'm more comfortable though with Disney now because parks are open now. Parks are open. I mean, they might have limitations. I have no idea, but I'm not invested in them right now, so I really don't. I haven't dug into it, but I think, like, I have a friend that went to Disney a couple weeks ago, and he was like, Mo, the place was jam packed. So, let's see here. Hi, fairly new. Love what y'all do. Hey, what's up, Joseph? KKR, you got it, my friend. KKR. And then I want to go back to SPY and just show you. Okay, so KKR, yeah, you're down. So your trap door is open. You're about to turn into a downtrend over here. You're already in a downtrend over here, but you're holding at the 25-day moving average. So be careful here. If you do get an engulfing candlestick like so, you can absolutely get a short down here to about $69 or so. Let me go back to the S&P real quick. I just want to show you guys the volume that I'm talking about. So this yellow line here, this is average volume, this yellow line right here. And this is where we've been all week. So I need to see touching or close to average volume every day. And this holiday week has been very slow. Guys, by the way, the bond market closes at 2 p.m. today. So the stock market should close at 2 p.m., but it doesn't because people like to make sense. People like to make no sense. But be very careful today. There's going to be virtually no volume. And specifically be extremely careful after 2 o'clock. don't go trading. If you see a stock start running up on you in the 2 o'clock hour, go on a 15-minute chart and exit it as soon as volume starts to fall off, because that is an anomaly that's happening. If you have nobody buying in the market, let's say you have a stock and it's me versus you. There are only two people in the world that can trade this stock, okay? And we're sitting here at baseline of 0. I go in there, you're sitting here, you're doing nothing. I go in there and buy 1 million shares. The stock price is going to go up like this. Let's say the next person, you, goes in and sells 1 million shares. As soon as it levels off there, it's going to come right back down. And that's what happens in this market. There's no push and pull. It's just crazy. What are we on? ARC Innovation. Speaking of disruption. So looking out at ARC, I mean, they're definitely at a consolidation level right here. Your next basis is around here. Actually, your next basis is here. So those are your next support levels. 1, 2. Let's see the trend. Trend is down. Trend is down. They paid a dividend, on Wednesday. Yeah, I would be careful. I mean, guys, eventually this is going to be a phenomenal short. And if you're interested in shorting, go watch the shorting seminar that you get when you join the Bid and Ask. I'm telling you guys right now, I wish we had the Bid and Ask Nation in just a year earlier, and only for the reason of I wish that I could have showed you guys the shorting that I was doing when we were in March of 2020, because it was insane. I literally remember sitting right over there at my island, just sitting there and trading like nobody's business. It was incredible. It was incredible, and it was so easy because everything was just falling apart. So buy the dip, sell the dip. I put your head up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Okay, ATVI. This thing is just flossing. And it's flossing, and this gap still needs to fill. So that is awesome. And to be honest with you, over the last week, it's actually had pretty consistent volume. I'm impressed. So if you're in this, no reason to sell it. Stay in it. You closed the day over the 50 yesterday. You're in a beautiful position. Stay in this. Hopefully this goes sideways for a long time. If you're not in it and you want to get into it, add on an engulfing candlestick and you'll be great. If you are in ATVI, excellent job. Best Buy. Somebody asked me about this yesterday. So I like the trend that's happening. I don't necessarily love the volume. I would like to see more volume, but the trend I'm loving. The trend is I'm loving on both charts. More the weekly. So if I was you, I might throw a tracker share on here. One engulfing candlestick, and that yellow candlestick I just drew. That's probably the size you need. You probably need something that looks like this right here. You need this over here. That's exactly what you would need, and then you can go for it. But that's a good-looking stock. I can't do Process. We did this yesterday. Process don't work. Okay, I wanted to see... Oh, Cardinal Health. Yeah, Cardinal Health is making a great run. So here's what I would tell you to do with Cardinal Health. Take profits on it. So they give a dividend today. So the stock price should fall today. Nothing drastic. It'll just pull back a little bit. So if I was you, I would take profits. And then next place I would take profits is the 200-day moving average. Let's pull up a line chart. Yeah, this is a flagpole. I'm at a loss of words seeing this. This is a flagpole. You need to take profits. Just trust me. I'm not saying don't add back on, but you need to take profits. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, Biogen. We haven't touched Biogen in a hot second. I think we did it yesterday, but I didn't really say anything about it. So Samsung in Korea was supposed to buy Biogen here, and then they weren't. So they're down here. The trapdoor is open. You're rolling over. Be very careful. You know what? I wouldn't touch this today. If you want to do something on a 15-minute chart, if it has some movement, but I would tell you, wait until Monday, wait until Tuesday, see what's going on over there, and you'll be all right from there. Oh, Walgreens. Haven't done that one in a hot minute. All right, let's pull up a line chart. Just want to double check. Nope. Okay. It's not the worst. You're okay. When do they report? January 6th, they report in the morning. Okay. Where's the movie? Okay, so here we go. So I zoomed out because I wanted to just see where we're at. And if you notice, since summer, we've just been right in this area, and it cannot break. It tried once, it tried twice, and it's trying again to break that area of resistance, and it can't do it. So I would implore you to take profits. It tried yesterday. Take profits on it, and see what happens. If I was you, I wouldn't touch this thing until after earnings. Let the direction be chosen one way or the other. Is it always safe to short a stock on an ex-dividend date? No, it is not. There is not always a reaction of down. And if it is, it could just be in the morning when the cash is actually taken out of the business. Well, the cash isn't. I think it's the ex-dividend date when the cash is actually taken out of the business. The dividend date is just when it's dispersed to the people, I think, to the shareholders. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. AMC for a swing trade? Sure, I can do AMC for a swing trade. Let's see. We haven't done this one in a while. This is the GameStop thing, right? Okay, yeah. All right, so downtrend for sure. Just wait for an engulfing candlestick down this way. It doesn't necessarily need to be that big. Maybe like something like that, and try to short it and try to get a short down to $24 or maybe $21.50, something like that. I still don't love this. I would still rather you day trade this than anything. CHPT, is it Chesapeake? Oh, Charge Point. Talk about hype. Okay, so it's holding a certain support level, 1 and 4 right there. Yeah, so this is just holding support. Look, and it makes sense. Your stochastic is ticking up right now. So I would just wait, engulfing candlestick, go for it, try to run it into the 25 or 100-day moving average, see if you can get some movement out of it. X-Links, XLNX. Is this, they're a 5G company, if I remember correctly, right? No, you have to buy the stuff. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what happens with the SEC withdrawing cash out of the business. So Xlinks is holding its 25-day moving average, but it is a downtrend. So it's an uptrend over here. Why don't we zoom in a little bit more over here? Yeah, so you notice right here, you're getting that rollover with the red line. I wouldn't touch this thing. Let it choose a direction. Let the red line either move this way or let it roll over and go short on it and try to short it down to about 200 or maybe a little bit below. Next, Tesla. Should I invest in big lots from a long-term perspective? I don't know. I haven't looked at big lots in over a year. Tesla. So Tesla was the. This is the guys. This is the one. This is what happens with. So I've said this many times. Remember when this Hertz crazy thing happened with Tesla and it ran up here, and I said, guys, this is going to come back down to this 920 level. Well, it did. It came right back down to 920, and it took less than a month. So it's up again. It's a flagpole again. It's going to come back to 920 again. Once it breaks through these two moving averages, it's going to come down here. Actually, it's going to come lower. It's going to come to 904.29. So 904.29. I told you on this day. I told you when that stupid Hertz deal came out that this was going to happen. So just trust me. This may seem simple, and I don't use big words, and I don't have the best vocabulary in the world, but I know what I'm talking about when it comes to keeping it simple, stupid, because I don't try to be a smart person. You don't need to try to sound smart to do to do things very well. Okay, do I see BABA bouncing back? So from the perspective of a long-term trade, yeah, you reversed over yesterday, but remember, BABA was up 10% yesterday, so that's an anomaly that made this thing switch. Somebody actually said in the bid and ask, they were like, hey, I bought Alibaba yesterday. I bought Alibaba on Wednesday, and it had a 10% day yesterday, and they bought it from a value perspective. I'm like, if I bought Alibaba on Wednesday and it went up 10%, I'm taking profits on that thing, even if it's a value play. They're giving me a free 10% for nothing. Why not? That's what I did with Intel, and that one worked out. As soon as it pulled back, because the stock price went up for no reason, you just buy the shares back. Very simple. Now, I'm not saying that that happens in every instance, but when you have stupid reactions like that, like when Intel said that they were taking Mobileye public, what the hell? What does that have anything to do with increasing the stock price of Intel 10% in one morning? It doesn't. So, and that proved to be correct. So to answer your question, I wouldn't touch this thing until you get up over like $130. If you confidently get up there with engulfing candlesticks. If you're in it from a value perspective, you're good. But if it's from this trading perspective, you got to be very patient here. I've said for a long time, I don't like trading these Chinese stocks because they bounce around so frequently. And I don't love it. Okay, what else do we have? Netflix, please. Netflix, more like... Okay, let's zoom out here. Let's see where we're at. So we're sitting at a consolidation level here. Here's one, and here's a little consolidation here. Here's a lot of consolidation, and it's still in that spot. You also have a head and shoulders pattern. So here's your head, and here's your shoulders. And so this thing is going to come down here to the low 500s. Yeah, it's gonna drop soon to about 564, and then it'll probably drop below that depending on what the market does. But this thing is for sure going to drop down here sooner than later. So don't try to get in that thing and be too aggressive with it. James, I literally already answered your question. It probably went up due to tax off. Yeah, maybe. HPQ. Well, that wouldn't, because if people were selling, then the stock price would be going down. But I understand what you're trying to say. HP, gap up. Let's see. I want to see lines here. Let's see lines. Oh, the great W formations being created. So this is good. Everything's looking really good here. I think you might be come back to this 35.50 area, but I think you're going to be pretty okay with HP. This is what happens with value companies. They tend to shine. What do I think of Visa? Let's look at Visa. We did a video on Visa recently. So I don't love, and the market's now open, I don't love this rollover that's happening here. But it doesn't mean anything. You're still way above 80%. So see, if this thing could just very easily come down and just go sideways for a very long time, just consolidating. So I would just tell you, wait for an engulfing candlestick. You notice here in the last week, declining volume. You're not going to get over two major moving averages with declining volume. So be careful with that one. Lockheed Martin is in the Employed Trader series. I update that one every day if you want to join the bid and ask. Pfizer, I'll do two more, including Pfizer. Pfizer, PFE. Okay, Pfizer. Consolidating, and this was a flagpole pattern if I'm not mistaken. I think I looked at this. Yep. So this was a flagpole pattern. This will come back down here to this $54 level. I promise you that. Okay, so be careful with that one. Last one. Somebody give me a good one. Somebody give me a good stock. Okay, I'm going to start scrolling. AMD, no. Verizon, no. Hibbett Sports, no. Citibank, no. Facebook, we do that one every day. Roku, boring. T-Row, we already did it. All right, somebody give me some good ones. What's RTX? If RTX isn't good, I'll give you another one. Raytheon. Good boy. All right, so Raytheon, I like what's happening here, except I don't like that this thing is rolling over. It's doing exactly what that other stock was previously that I just showed you. I also don't like what's happening right here. You're starting to get a rollover. Rollover with declining volume, sandwich in between two major moving averages. I do believe that this thing's going to fall back down if the volume continues to be where it's at. So, yeah, I don't love it. So, all right, guys, I don't know. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for the year. Thanks for all the support. Who would have thought a year ago that we would have gone from like 8,700 subscribers to, what are we at now? 117,000 subscribers or something crazy like that. So it's all due to you guys. If you weren't here, I wouldn't be doing the morning show. So thanks for everything. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Everybody be safe. The best thing to do on New Year's Eve is not go out, because it's way better to be a hermit than to go out. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. Just be safe and don't let stupid people make you do stupid decisions. So that's it. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Have a great everything. I'll see you on the flippity flap.